The Connecticut Department of Public Health has an important reminder this morning for homeowners who use private well water. Make sure you are testing your water regularly.
It is an especially important message for first-time homeowners. Fox 61's Angela Bavaro joining us from the Bi-Carrier Kitchen with what you need to know to keep your family safe. Angela, good morning.
Bottom line, this really comes down to personal responsibility because unlike those public water systems, these private wells, they're not subject to any kind of mandatory testing requirement except for when you first drill that well. So that is why DPH is out with this reminder to make sure that you make sure the water that is coming out of your faucet, the water that you drink and consume every day, is safe every day. There are more than 322,000 private residential wells in Connecticut that serve about 23% of the state's population. DPH says testing is important because it gives you information on the quality of the water and can also determine if nuisance contaminants, things like iron and manganese, are present and at what levels. All of this information especially important for those first-time homeowners who may not know much about this process.
When they're a brand new homeowner, maybe never had ownership of a private well before, to have information, to be armed with the information you need about, what should I be looking out for? How do I protect that particular, the well casing? What if something goes wrong with my well? Who to contact? The testing is really important, but also the protection of that water quality and the quantity.
Another reason to test, a report published last year by the U.S. Geological Survey revealed that water at some private wells across the state had registered high levels of arsenic and uranium, two other contaminants that DPH recommends you test for.
Those two have two separate federal requirements, what we call maximum contaminant levels, that show that there are health impacts at certain levels. Arsenic and uranium are not acute risks, they are longer-term risks.
As for how often you should be testing, DPH recommends testing for those basic contaminants, things like nitrate, sodium, and chloride, every year or every other year. The prices do vary between labs. DPH recommends using a state-certified environmental lab. And you can find more information about all those recommendations from the DPH on our website. That is fox61.com. I'm Angelo Bavaro, Fox 61 News.